Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to share 4 secrets that you rarely hear the pros talk about. Before I get into this topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. If you need coaching, check out the link down below. All right. So I've been in the industry for quite a long time. Trained with Ronnie Coleman, met Jay Cutler, interviewed Frank Zane, talked with a lot of the top power lifters, a lot of the top YouTube celebrities. I've been around the block just because I'm old, right? And I've been lucky enough to work in the industry. But in that time, I've realized when it comes to muscle building, there's almost a lack of perspective. There's some things that are never talked about that should be talked about, that add some depth, add some perspective, add some insight when it comes to the muscle building process. Now, the pros aren't going out of their way not to talk about these things, but sometimes we get so caught up in what they're doing now or all this periphery stuff like exercise variations, etc., that we kind of miss pillars that are important when it comes to the big picture. And in this video, I have 4 of them that I want to talk about, and I put them down here on my handy dandy little notepad. Number 1, and I've discussed this recently, is how a lifter trains now isn't generally how they built 90 to 95% of their mass. So if you're watching a program of how a top bodybuilder or a top YouTube celebrity is training now, what we need to understand is that how they're training now isn't generally what they did to build 90 to 95% of their mass. It's more important, if you want to gain some perspective, to ask these guys how they trained to build their base. Generally, if you dig deep, it's the principles that I discuss on this channel. It's the basics, the basic pillars of success. If you look at a wide variety of lifters, right, all the different workout types, all the different approaches and training schemes, you'll find basic standard pillars of success. That's what I try to boil everyone down to. And if you turn over the stones of how these lifters train, you'll find to build 90 to 95% of their base that their programs were founded in the basics to some way, shape, or degree. All right, the second muscle building secret the pros don't talk about is a huge aspect of their success has to do with consistency over a long period of time. Now, this sounds like a pretty boring tip, right? Consistency over a long period of time. Yeah, we get it. But the disconnect is like the average lifter in the average gym doesn't have consistency with the basics over a long period of time. They're taking time away from the gym. They're switching programs too much. This point doesn't seem as important on the surface, but when you dig deep into it, it's very, very important. Successful lifters have been doing this for a long time. They don't take breaks. They're very consistent with their training and with their nutrition. So don't discount the importance of consistency. All right, the third secret. These guys generally keep a super strict focus on nutrition. Now, they might dismiss how serious they are about nutrition. They might say, oh, I'm not that serious. The same way a lot of big muscular lifters, big bodybuilding type of lifters will say, I don't train for strength, but they're still stronger, way stronger than the average individual. But when it comes to nutrition, it's the same thing. They might be dismissive of their nutrition, but they are light years ahead of the average person in the gym with regards to consistency, with regards to consistency in calorie intake, with regards to consistency in protein intake, even with regards to food choices. So, consistency with nutrition. These guys are generally light years ahead of the average gym lifter. And what that means for the average gym lifter, or for those of you that are lacking a little bit in results, is if you want to increase your game, increase the amount of muscle you're building, you're going to have to step up your nutrition game with more consistency, some understanding of calorie intake, some understanding of protein intake, and probably a refinement of your food choices. Less bullshit, less beer, less junk. I'm not telling you to cut that stuff out, but you probably need a little bit more balance into your balance, what seems like balance. All right, the last secret of the pros is any program they use is highly specific, and I want you to understand right now, any program you see them using now is highly specific to their history, to their weaknesses, and to their preferences. It is not the best plan for you. So when you see a program of one of these big muscle heads, you have to understand when I talk about evolving your training based on needs over time, this is what I'm talking about. A very, very experienced lifter has developed a program based on their preferences, exercise preferences, their history, and even their injury histories, and their weaknesses. They might be doing a little bit more work for one body part. Somebody like me that has naturally bigger traps and triceps and quads, I might do less over time because I might be putting more energy into other body parts. So we have to understand that the workouts we see a lifter doing, and this doesn't just apply to bodybuilders, it can apply to YouTube celebrities as well, or strength coaches, or even power lifters. What they're doing now isn't the best program for us. It's highly refined for them in general. So don't follow a pro's plan. That's it, guys. If you want to improve your muscle building results, it's right here. And we need to take these secrets or these things not said seriously. Look at how they train to build their base, usually with the basics. Be consistent over a long period of time. Probably time to increase your focus on nutrition, and don't worry about the program of the pros. Evolve your own program based on your needs and your weaknesses. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.